Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome back to my Science Year 2 class with me, Teacher Aida. How are you today? I hope everyone is fine. Okay, today we're gonna look at new topic, Unit 8, mixture. You can refer to your textbook. What is a mixture? Okay, mixture campuran. Okay, a combination two or more substances. Okay, campuran dua ataupun lebih bahan. Okay, it is a mixture. Now let's look at mixture of green beans and raisins. Okay, raisins tu adalah kismis. Green beans kacang hijau. How can I separate? Okay, bagaimanakah saya pisahkan, asingkan, separate the mixture of green beans and raisins? Think about it. I can use hand picking method. Okay, hand picking to separate green beans and raisin. Okay. Look, I'm picking using my hand. Okay. This is called hand picking method. So, the raisins and the green beans are separated. We can separate the mixture of green beans and raisins by hand picking method. Why is the hand picking method used to separate the mixture? Why? This is because green beans and raisins are large and have different shapes. Okay, if the materials are large, you can use hand picking method. Okay, method itu adalah kaedah method. Do you know how to separate other mixtures? Look at the mixture of raisins and flour. Do you know how to separate mixture of raisins and flour? We can use sieving method. Okay, sieving. Okay, tapis. Okay. Tapis ataupun ayak. Okay, sieve. Okay, look. A mixture of flour and raisins. I'm using sieving method. Okay, I sieve the flour and look what happened. Yes, I can separate the raisins from the flour. Okay, why we use sieving method? Okay, the sieving method can separate fine size materials and large size materials. Okay, fine size material here is the flour. Okay, fine size adalah size yang halus. Okay, and large size materials, for example, here is the raisin. Okay, large size. Okay, size yang besar. We can separate the fine size materials and large size material using the sieving method. Now, next one is a mixture of sand and paper clips. Okay, mixture of sand and paper clips. How are you going to separate paper clips from the sand? We can use a magnet. Why? Why can we use a magnet? Because paper clips can be attracted to the magnet. Do you remember? You have learned it in your year 1. Now let's look. How are we going to separate paper clips from the sand using magnet? Okay, this is called magnetic attraction method. Okay, magnetic attraction method. Okay, look, the paper clips can attract to the magnet. Okay, what is a magnetic attraction method? Okay, it is to separate materials that can be attracted to the magnet from materials that cannot be attracted to the magnet. Okay, for example, materials that can attract to the magnet is paper clip. Okay, materials that made of iron, okay, dibuat daripada besi, can be attracted to the magnet. Now, a mixture of sand and wood. Okay, how can we separate a mixture of sand and wood? Let's look at this aquarium. I want to put in my fish. However, sand is mixed with the wood. How I'm going to separate the wood from the sand? I can use flotation method. Okay, look how I'm separating the wood from the sand. Okay, float and sink. Okay, the wood can float and the sand is sink. Next, I collect the wood by using a spoon. So now I can separate the wood from the sand using flotation method. Okay, flotation method is to separate materials that can float from materials that sink. Now, mixture of sand and water. How I can separate the mixture of sand and water? I'm using filter paper and filter tunnel. Okay, filter paper and filter tunnel. Look, this is called filtration process. Okay, filtration method. Kaedah filtration. Okay, tapis. Filter mean tapis, filtration. Okay, now I pour in the mixture of sand and water. And look what happened. The filter paper filtered the water from the sand. Now I can collect the water. Okay, what is a filtration method? Okay, solid materials can be separated from liquid materials. Okay, so we use filtration method because the solid materials can be separated from liquid materials. The solid materials here is the sand. Meanwhile, the liquid material here is the water. So, the clear water is collected. Now, let's summarize all the 5 methods to separate a mixture. First one is hand picking to separate 2 big size materials. Next one is sieving to separate fine size materials and large size materials. Magnetic attraction to separate materials that can be attracted by a magnet. Flotation, okay, apung, flotation to separate materials that can float from materials that sink, okay, sink tenggelam. Filtration to separate solid materials from liquid materials. Okay, this is extra for you. A mixture of noodles and water. How are you going to separate them? We use straining method. Okay, straining method is like filtration method where you separate solid materials, okay, solid yang pepejal from liquid materials, okay, daripada liquid จะใช้ okay we use straining okay straining method alright thank you very much for watching my video if you have any questions let me know until we meet again next time goodbye